Welcome back to The Five. It's time now for your 2012 roundup. Okay, first up, Andrea. Michelle Bachmann, running for president, running for the Republican nomination for president, sends out an email yesterday to her supporters citing Vice President Biden's comment about the Tea Party being terrorists, or at least not disagreeing with the characterization of the Tea Party as terrorists. She is now fundraising off of that. Appropriate?
Wake up, Bob. We're back. We're live on it. Yes.
I thought we were talking about the Republican presidential
Here's
candidate.
some water.
It's the time to take a break. Okay,
There you go.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think that she should
Take
raise money
advantage
on
of this,
this.
Andrea. Go ahead. Bob is
no,
asleep.
Okay, yeah, go back to bed. You're right.
I'm gonna.
The viewers would prefer.
I'm sure they would. I read the email too.
If I were her, I would absolutely raise money on this. And not just this, I would play footage of Biden saying we're in a recovery summer. I would play footage of him the day after election in 2008 where he said, to the unions, we owe you. I mean, I would string together a whole litany of stuff and raise a ton of money off it. She's
Eric,
smart.
the more controversial the comments made on the other side or policies, the better, right?
Sure, yeah. Remember when Joe Wilson stood up and said, you lie? Well, both sides, it was so controversial, both sides raised literally millions and millions of dollars. Those who thought he was crazy sent millions to his competitor. Those who agreed with him sent millions to him. So, yeah, it's a controversial mark. Look, he shouldn't have made it if he did. By the way, CBS says they believe he did, but then they wouldn't. Even more a problem is they didn't say it. They didn't show that comment on air.
Yeah.
I mean, Obama's he's got a lot to pick from, too. There was a lot of crazy stuff about him being born in Kenya, so he's got all that. So I say more power to her. If she wants to use the crazy stuff, she should use it.
Bob, if Biden were dumb enough to sit there and let this comment go unchecked and not say, hey, guys, we're supposed to have a new tone here, why not? Why not have the Republicans take advantage?
He did say he didn't say it, and I trust that he didn't say it. But I'm listening to all these Republicans jumping over Obama about a $38,000 fundraiser for his birthday, and Bachmann's out there taking a line from Joe Biden that he didn't say and raising money. Now, look, the other thing is during this great week where we had this great debate on the debt, what was going on? Boehner was out raising money. Everybody's raising money. That's one of the things about Washington you can always count on. You can have a hurricane, you can have a tsunami, you can have a weapon go off. They'll always have fundraising.
It's all about the Benjamins,
Obama's
baby. Okay,
money.
so let's move on to another GOP candidate, Newt Gingrich. Now, Newt Gingrich has been on Twitter for a while. He's got 1.3 million followers, which sounds super impressive, right? Until you find out that apparently he has hired some firms to hire people to follow him on Twitter to boost his number of followers. Now, I follow Newt Gingrich for free, so I guess that makes me a
That
big
is
sucker.
very sad, Monica, that you follow him for free.
Where's my paycheck, or at least a donut?
This is really common because I see a lot of people that have massive followings on Twitter, but there's no actual activity on their accounts. And so you go and you look at who's following him, and they're just really weird names. They have no profiles. I think these companies are pretty. I don't know why Twitter allows this to happen. I guess it's not that big of a deal.
I don't have any people following me on Twitter.
That's because you're not. Bob, you have to be on Twitter.
I have to be on. I understand.
People do follow you on the street, though. That's for sure.
I was just going to say one thing about Newt for a second. I took a train ride with Newt last week, and it was kind of sad. You know, he sat down with me and started talking about what he wanted to have one-on-one debates for 2 hours with Mitt Romney, as if Mitt's going to do that, and he wanted to debate Bachmann. And you know, I'll tell you the sad part about Newt Gingrich. He's one of the smartest men I know. He's got a lot of policy ideas. You got to give him a lot of credit for that. But in this case, the time has come.
Bob, that wasn't
Get out
Newt Gingrich.
gracefully.
That was just some guy who told you he was Newt Gingrich.
Great points.
No, you can't miss him.
The man is brilliant. He's right on. But here's what he did. He stumbled into it with the Paul Ryan, kind of distancing himself from the real conservative answer to the debt crisis. And then the thing when he went away because his wife wanted to go away on a vacation in the middle of an important week in the campaign. And now this. I agree, Bob.
Let me give you the one line on Newt Gingrich. He's never had an unspoken thought.
I agree with Bob.
Joe.
I think he needs to go. Look, he closed his Tiffany account. He should close his Twitter account.
I think he got too
good.
greedy. I mean, if he had like 500,000 followers, nobody would have questioned this, but he got a little too greedy and went for over 1 million, and then people started to say, what's up? All right, finally, a brand new poll in a critical swing state, Pennsylvania, now shows Mitt Romney leading Barack Obama by a fairly significant amount right there, 2 points. I know it's very early in this, but you've got Romney routinely pulling ahead of Obama in some very critical states, Bob.
That's a resounding figure there. I used to say this. In 1984, when I managed Mondale, going into 83, the year before the election, we were ahead in 27 states. I rest my case.
Andrea?
Unemployment number in Pennsylvania has ticked up from 7.4 to 7.6, and all trends show that it's going in that direction. And in other states, that's not going to change
Mitt Romney's
by
going to
election
beat
day.
Barack Obama in Pennsylvania.
Jobs.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
Generic
remember,
Republicans.
You
Barack
cut spending, you
Obama-
cut jobs. You've got to
the
gut
generic
jobs.
Republican.
government
Romney
jobs.
is the generic Republican. That's for sure.
All right, guys,
His
we're gonna-
hair is generic.
Exactly.
We're going to have to leave it there. Coming up, the attack on one of the most beloved childhood fairy tales of all time. Why the three little pigs may soon be extinct. Oh, no. Say it ain't so.
Kill them. Kill them.